That's my best friend.
Hello and welcome back to another video, the channel where my opinion will be berated regardless of my reasoning behind it. I feel like Justin Bieber needs no introduction. Once a global superstar who toured all over the world, selling approximately 150 million records. It's safe to say Justin Bieber was a success, and he kept it all tame until he had his little rebellious phase of egging his neighbour's place, peeing in a bucket, causing outrage when he wrote in Anne Frank's guest book that he hoped that she'd be a believer. Narcissism or naivety? You tell me. But that's not what we're focusing on here. All his life in the media, he's been presented as a goofy guy who just loved to perform and was a heartthrob. But as he grew up, he became more reclusive and standoffish in interviews. His behaviour was like most teenagers, but Justin was under the microscope from millions, and I think anyone would falter under all of that pressure. But soon his behaviour moved away from being teen angst to actual worrisome behaviour. Let's begin with him deleting his Instagram at one point. At face value, this is not alarming, but for someone at Justin's scale, social media is a massive part of his celeb's branding, so this wouldn't have been no biggie for his team. Many thought that him deleting all his posts was a sign of him giving up on the music industry and just being sick of how toxic it can be. Then it was his new rule of not taking pictures with fans, which a ton of believers were outraged by. It seems like the public felt like they were owed a picture from him since they were fans.
Look at your respect level. Come on. Look at you. Make me sick. Make me sick.
Another one.
No.
How do you like him now? On the other side of it.
This is one thing I myself have gone back and forth on. Just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they aren't allowed privacy and their own personal space. And I know the next argument will be, well, those fans made Justin and he wouldn't be where he is without them. But his talent and the hours he put into his craft is what made him successful. I get it, you want a picture, but to him this was invasive and something he couldn't negotiate on. And I'm not gonna hate on him for that. I think it's very easy for us to see a picture with a celeb as just a photo, but being stopped hundreds of times throughout the day would be irritating to anyone. And a lot of the times, these fans just want a picture for the gram, making these celebs feel like an object and not a real human. However, I do understand fans not feeling that they can have a conversation with Justin, since he's Justin Bieber, and they don't want to be a nuisance. So I'm going to jump into the future by quite a lot. After all of the breakups with Selena, which I'm sure had an effect on his strange behaviour, we're going to focus on his Instagram posts, where he posts untypical selfies, which arguably were not flattering. These pictures felt awkward to look at. They kind of made Justin look like he may have been using substances. Okay, so the next part of this video, we will look at how many people believe that Justin was tweaking. Everything that will be said now is all alleged. I'm not saying it's a fact. So like, don't sue me, Scooter.
No, stop. Take it back.
I don't think it's far-fetched to think that Justin may have been using illegal substances. It's Hollywood, right?
Aww.
In the background, you hear a girl say, "That's so cute," which is sad and alarming. It's as if they themselves can't see that this isn't normal behaviour. And then seeing posts like these makes more sense. It makes Justin look like he isn't in the right mindset. At one point, he even posted 30 pictures of his conjunctivitis. And it's not as though these posts are that long ago. And then going back into the past, Selena and Justin were caught in a not so clean neighbourhood, and no shade to that area, but these celebs had no business being there other than buying something they couldn't otherwise buy in their gated communities.
Hey, who's Justin Bieber? Yeah, you guys want to see Justin Bieber? Come over here to Santa Monica and Western. Bieber's just having some fever. Yes. That's Justin Bieber for you guys. He's in Hollywood. The worst part of it too.
This sort of behaviour is nothing new. He may have been using for a couple of years, but he was able to keep it under the wraps for a really long time, with his management saying that Justin was just taking a break. And this behaviour has caused many of his fans to worry about his health, to which Justin would just post long captions about how religion has been helping him heal. I personally don't know about the types of behaviour that occurs when using substances, but YouTuber Carter delves into the topic.
Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber posted up acting like they stay in the hood. Love, I don't think so. Now that The Weeknd is done with Selena Gomez, she's back to creeping with Justin Bieber. These millionaires aren't chilling in 5-star restaurants though. They're creeping on the nitty-gritty and shady side of Hollywood. The mere fact that Scooter Braun has spoke up about Justin Bieber and said, oh, there's been times where I never thought that he would wake up because he got so much in his system. Y'all really that far up Mr. Bieber's booty? Like, I know, I get it, like I'm a believer too, but you know, we also gotta believe what we see. Haley, Miss Haley, oh my god. There's no reason for your millionaire boyfriend to have going down on his face. Pay for facials, pay for some skin treatments, pay for something.
And then came along his wife, Hailey Baldwin, who seemed to help Justin get back on track. Their relationship sped up to the point of being engaged and married within months. The media and his fans looking down upon the relationship. Hailey gained a lot of hate. Thus, Justin would post about how much he loved her and how the public should back off. This was atypical. When Justin was in a relationship with Selena, she was bashed by the media and his fans, and he never really stood up for her publicly. But it seems as though if even one bad word is uttered against Hailey, he goes up in arms against it. But then again, this is his wife we're talking about, and maybe he never truly loved Selena, or his team may have just told the two of them to take no notice of the hate. Many felt the relationship between Justin and Hailey was hella forced, since here we have a guy who would barely post about his relationships to having tens of pictures on his Instagram worshipping his wife and how amazing she was, but never really mentioned Selena when they were dating. I've seen comments about how Justin is using religion and marriage to run away from his mental issues. However, I'm not going to go into the intricacies of their personal relationship.
I'm the bad guy.
Recently, Taylor Swift exposed Scooter Braun, Justin's manager, for buying her masters as a way of owning her, and called him out for pretty much bullying her. And in retaliation, Justin called her out, which yet again isn't normal behaviour for tight-lipped Justin. Justin got mad that Taylor posted the blog in the first place, where she spoke about her grievances with Big Machine Records, who made Taylor's life miserable. Justin seems to get frustrated that Taylor even posted the blog because in his words it was all for sympathy. I feel like he didn't read the whole blog because there was no doubt that Taylor was mistreated. If she had said this about anyone other than Scooter, I truly believe he wouldn't have had an issue with it. And he tried to play the victim card for Scooter, saying that the post will only send Taylor's fans to attack Scooter, missing the big reason behind the post, which was to say goodbye to the old Taylor Swift. And if she can expose two men who made her feel small in that time, then that's her voice, and she can do what she likes. And then he ended the post with him saying that he and Scooter love Taylor and want to talk. Yeah, I don't think he has any idea what he's talking about. Just because Justin was treated right by Scooter doesn't mean he treated everyone else correctly. I'm not on anyone's side in this situation because there's no way of getting only the facts, but Justin calling her out felt immature and just plain old unsympathetic. And as someone who advocates for love, this post made him look like a hypocrite. There have been other artists that have called out Scooter for how they were treated when they worked with him, which does vouch for what Taylor has said about him. I will leave an article that explains the whole situation in the comment section if you want more info. The alleged substance use could be down to many factors. The pressure of being a celebrity, living his adolescent years and adult life in front of the cameras, his tumultuous relationship with Selena, the fact that one of his biggest heroes was Michael Jackson, and then to see all those claims come out against him may have had an effect, his own mental health, but we won't really know what led him to the path he took. In a Vogue issue he did with Hailey, Justin opened up about his addiction to Xanax. And this isn't something that should be ignored. This was groundbreaking for Justin. He's never spoken about real personal issues that he's been through, and I'm surprised his team even let that be printed. He said that there were times where his security would just show up to check his pulse, but he said that he got clean in 2014 through religion. No AA meetings or a program, and Hailey was very proud of him, calling him a walking miracle. Him not using anything since 2014 doesn't really line up, but if that's his truth, I guess we gotta take it for that. For the longest time, it was believed that Justin had retired from music, but he has released the song I Don't Care with Ed Sheeran and a remix version of Bad Guy with Billie Eilish, and in both he acts goofy, which gives a sense that he doesn't want to take music seriously right now. I assume that he will release original music at some point, but get the inkling that it won't be anything like he's released before.
I've been learning to just make the best of it and have fun.
As mentioned before, Justin has always been very religious, and even more so now, with his post about letting Jesus in and going to Kanye West's Sunday services. He has a new clothing line called Drew, and from his latest post he seems to be cleaning up and getting healthier. One thing I've realised growing up is that these celebs we idolised when we were young are just human beings who go through the same struggles we do, and putting them on a pedestal will only hurt you when you realise that they are not perfect. Actually, far from it. Regardless of what happens next with Justin, he's had a big impact on many people's lives, and no one can take that away from him. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here. If you yourself have struggled with any of the stuff that I've spoken about, I will leave helplines in the comment section. Thank you ever so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, turn on the bell, or you won't see my posts apparently. Check out my other videos, and here's my Twitter and Instagram, and yeah, have a great day.